G'day, Tanker here from Tanker Review, and today I'm looking at LawBreakers. LawBreakers is currently in round 1 of beta testing. So that means that it's literally just left the alpha stage. And for those that don't understand the difference between an alpha and a beta, or beta depending on how you want to say it, it comes down to this. During the alpha stage, 9 times out of 10, most of the graphics haven't been added in yet. So let's say it's like a generic flaw, something that's just lacking of color, or something that's lacking great detail. It's the same with most of the character models. Most of them during the alpha stage are missing a lot of detail. So it could be like a bullet hole in the shoulder, or it could be a bullet hole in the chest, something like that. Round 1 of beta means that they've actually started to add in the graphical detail. The floor may look that little bit better. The armor may look superb, but at the end of the day, it is only round 1 of the beta testing. The armor may look completely different. For all I know, they might end up having bunny outfits, which honestly I wouldn't argue about. I would love to play this game as a massive bunny floating through the sky, shooting massive carrots at people. That would just be epic, but still, by the time this game's finished, that's what could actually be added to the game. There's a lot that could be added to this game by the time it's finished. There is a lot more to come. At the moment, I'm just doing a little review on round 1 of the testing. I cannot wait to see the massive changes that it's done from round 1 to round 10, or round 1 to the open beta, something like that. Just to be able to document the entire change of this game. This game is so superb, considering it's the first one to come out of Boss Key Productions. This company was only founded in 2014. They started working on LawBreakers, and now it's 2017. They've changed from alpha into beta. That to me is a massive step for this company, considering what they're actually releasing. It's only being designed for PC at the moment, but once again that could change. For all I know, this company could be actually planning on releasing on console, PC, VR, who knows? The playable characters in this game are Titans, Medics, Enforcers, Vanguards, Gunslingers, Juggernauts. Each character brings their own special little something to the match. So let's say, for instance, my personal favorite ones to play is the Titan and the Battle Medic. I absolutely love playing them, but that's not to say they don't have any other good characters. These are the ones that I've chosen and enjoy. I see players out there that are playing a crap ton of assassins. I see players out there that are playing endless gunslingers, juggernauts, and so on. Each and every class brings their own thing. You should be able to find a class that suits you. You might enjoy the combat medic more than others. You might hate the combat medic or the Titans more than others. But that's what this game's offering. Not only is it offering you the choice of whatever you want to play and how you want to play it, there's also 0G combat. And in 0G combat, the typical rail style fighting goes out the window. And what I mean by rail style fighting is, take for instance CSGO. CSGO is a great game, don't get me wrong. I don't want to piss off the CSGO diehards out there, but at the end of the day, it's the straightforward thing. Run this way, run that way, and that's it. You're always going in one direction. But when combat is based around a 360-degree battle arena, then things get a bit different. You're floating, so you've got to control where you're going to float, how you're going to float, where you're floating to. And versus when you shoot in 0G, you actually go the opposite direction. So if you're playing a Titan and you're in 0G and you launch some rockets down below you, you start floating straight up. Or if you're shooting them forward, you start floating backwards. So in Zero G, the combat system takes on more of a difficulty role. Because if you think about it, if I'm shooting someone, say, I don't know, that's making me float backwards, but then on the other team, this person's seeing that I'm floating backwards, and they can see where I'm about to land in the vicinity of it, sort of thing, and they're playing a Titan with massive rocket launchers, so all they've got to do is aim where I'm going to land. So therefore, it actually adds more difficulty floating and shooting versus just standing still and running back and forth shooting. And that's what makes this game so unique and the combat system so superb. Zero G fighting. Come on, that is epic as anything. I absolutely have a ball when I'm floating in Zero G, especially with the combat medic, because not only can I float up past the actual Zero G zone, but I can control where I land, I can control how I'm gonna land. The tutorial system is there, it's mainly just to help you understand this is how you play this character, that's how you play that character, and the fact that they've added it so early into the beta testing, I take my hat off to that one. The game also has a point where you can customize your characters. And this makes me worried, it really does, because they're called stash boxes. And normally when you see something like this, they scream microtransactions. I'm not saying that microtransactions are bad, I'm just saying I'm sick and tired of games designing their game from day one to have microtransactions embedded into the game. This company, on the other hand, might do the bright thing and not actually make their game based around pay to win, but pay to customize. If those stash boxes end up earnable so you can earn it yourself, or possibly buy one or two for yourself, maybe then it might actually work out better, as long as it's just customizable item. I don't mind paying for a skin to make my character gleam in the middle of the night or something like that. I don't mind paying for a skin if my character ends up like something out of Twilight and sparkles. I don't mind that. But what I do mind is pay to win, and stash boxes make me worried. I'm just hoping the company does the right way about it. But in a stash box, you actually get items to customize weapons, customize armor, and so on. So you're able to customize the look of the weapon, which I'm actually quite happy about. I don't mind customization, as long as it's not pay to win. I get worried once I start seeing that. Performance wise, I'm running an R9 390 on an i7 4790K, 32 gigs of RAM, 500 gig solid state drive. All in all, the game runs fine. I did not notice any real main issue. I can't run at 120 frames a second anyway, my monitor doesn't support that. So I normally cap everything out and turn everything up and try and work out from there. I try and maintain a stable 60 frames a second, but even still, once everything's starting to explode in your face, you've got to expect frame rate drops. The frame rates did not drop to extreme levels throughout the entire time of me playing. Up in the corner you should see a frame rate counter anyway, so you can see for yourself while this video was playing what sort of frame rates I got. At the end of the day, this is stage 1 of the beta, and from what I've seen so far in this game and the enjoyment I've had from this game, minus the bugs, minus the other issues that came along, but literally the game itself, when it's released and when they add more stuff to this, I just hope that the microtransactions aren't dominating this game. I hope it's more of the microtransactions dominate the customization. Because, let's face it, if you really enjoy a character and then all of a sudden you find out for that character you can buy this rabbit skin that shoots carrots at everyone, I would buy it. I really would, so would you. But I'm Tanker, this has been Tanker's Lawbreaker Beta Day 1 review. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, make sure you leave a comment. I can't make better videos, I can't make better content unless you leave a comment. I don't get money for you leaving a comment. I don't get higher rating in the search for you leaving a comment. Your comments help me make better videos. If you took the time to click, take the time to leave a comment. I'm Tanker from Tanker Review. Much love.